Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS, FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. What we're witnessing right now in the NFL, especially in the NFC South, is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing storylines of the season. The Atlanta Falcons, a team that's been on the rise, is making some bold moves. And one of the most talked about topics lately is the potential trade involving Kansas City Chiefs offensive tackle Jawaan Taylor. And believe me, this isn't just some rumor floating around. There's real substance behind it, with reports from Adam Schefter and other insiders suggesting that the Chiefs are open to dealing Taylor, considering their current struggles on the offensive line, especially in pass protection. Let's backtrack a little and talk about what's been happening with the Chiefs. Despite their impressive 6-1 record, which keeps them firmly in the AFC picture, their offensive line has been exposed. Allowing an average of 3-2 sacks per game, that's a significant number in today's NFL. Patrick Mahomes, as talented as he is, can't be expected to carry the entire offense if his protection keeps breaking down. The Chiefs are aware of their vulnerabilities up front, and that's why they're considering trading Taylor, who's been a solid anchor at the blind side, to free up cap space, about $13 million, to bolster their receiving core. Now, this is where the Falcons come into play. Atlanta's offensive line has been a mixed bag this season. Jake Matthews, the veteran tackle, has been dealing with an ankle injury that's questionable for upcoming games, and Storm Norton recently underwent surgery, which leaves the Falcons needing reinforcement outside. They're looking for someone who can step in and provide immediate protection, someone who can elevate the entire unit and help reduce the pressure on quarterback Kirk Cousins, who's been under duress more often than not. The Falcons, sitting at a 3-4 record halfway through the season, are eyeing this move as a way to turn things around. Let's talk about Jawaan Taylor himself, because this guy has been quite the standout when healthy. A Pro Bowler, Taylor has a PFF pass protection grade of 81. 4. An elite figure that places him among the top offensive tackles in the league. His performance this season has been impressive, with an overall grade of 80. 2 up until September 15th, ranking him within the top 55 offensive tackles in the NFL. His pass blocking is especially notable, with a score of 83. 7, and he's allowed only about 0.6 sacks per game, which is remarkable in today's pass-heavy game. Even more, Taylor's win rate in zone blocks is around 84%, and he maintains a penalty average of just 1-4 per game, showcasing his discipline and technical skill. What makes Taylor so appealing isn't just the stats, but also his physical presence and technique. He evokes comparisons to Trent Williams, one of the best left tackles in NFL history, thanks to his strength and consistency. His zone blocking efficiency is up to 88%, and he scores a PFF rating of 85.6 against some of the league's top edge rushers, surpassing even Jake Matthews in many areas. Despite some injury setbacks, he had a minor knee injury that limited him to 6 games. Taylor has proven to be resilient and dependable when healthy. That's a key factor for any team looking to solidify their offensive front. Now you might be wondering, how would this trade impact both teams? For Kansas City, acquiring Taylor would be seen as a luxury, a move to maintain their Super Bowl window. They already have Patrick Mahomes, who's been sensational with a QBR of 94.7, and their offensive line, despite its struggles, is still a core part of their success. The odds for the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl are around plus 550, and with Mahomes' consistency, they're always a threat. But some analysts believe that trading Taylor could be a strategic move, similar to what the Colts did in 2024, focusing on bolstering their interior line for a deep playoff run. For Atlanta, this is a game changer. Bringing in Taylor as a right tackle, for example, could reduce pressures on Kirk Cousins drastically, from an average of 3-1 pressures per game down to about 2-3. That's a significant improvement, especially considering how much Cousins has been under pressure this season. Plus, Taylor's presence would boost the Falcons' offensive EPA per pass, increasing their efficiency and helping them stretch the field more effectively. On the ground, his impact would be even more noticeable. With him anchoring the line on the right side, the Falcons could see their rushing yards jump from 92 to 115 yards per game. That's a massive leap and would double the number of explosive runs over 10 yards, from 4.5 to 9.0 per game. Imagine the possibilities in play action, where the threat of the run is paramount, and the improvement in protection could open up more opportunities for deep shots or quick passes. Furthermore, Taylor's addition would help mitigate some of the issues caused by injuries to key receivers like Drake London, who's been battling a quad injury, and DJ Mooney, hampered by a hamstring. With better protection, Kirk Cousins would have more time to find Pitts, who's been reliable with a PFF grade of 82. For this kind of stability up front could be the missing piece for Atlanta to really push forward in the second half of the season. And let's not forget the playoff picture. The Falcons, currently sitting outside the top playoff spots, would see their odds of reaching the postseason improve significantly, from around plus 15, 0 to roughly plus 5, 500. Taylor could be the X factor in those critical moments, especially in protection against playoff-caliber defenses like the Buccaneers, who are always tough in the trenches. The addition of a player like Taylor isn't just about improving the line. It's about transforming the team's entire approach to winning big games in January. When you look at the broader picture, this move would solidify the Falcons' offensive line in a way that echoes the legacy of Tony Boselli, who was a cornerstone for the franchise in his prime. It's about building a team that's not just competitive now, but one that can contend for years to come. The Falcons have been building a solid foundation with their young core, and adding Taylor would be like putting a finishing touch on an already promising roster. His leadership, experience, and technical prowess could elevate the entire unit, making the Falcons a more complete and dangerous team as they aim for playoff success and beyond. So in summary, what we're seeing right now is a seismic shift in the NFC South landscape. The potential trade of Jawaan Taylor to Atlanta could be the move that finally puts the Falcons over the top, giving them the protection they need to unlock their offensive potential. It's a strategic gamble by both teams, Kansas City looking to address their line issues and free up cap space, and Atlanta aiming to shore up their front and push for a playoff run. This is the kind of move that could define the season for both franchises, and I, for one, am excited to see how it unfolds. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you believe that adding Jawaan Taylor would be the missing piece for the Falcons to make a real playoff push? Or do you think they should hold tight and focus on other areas? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us, and it's what makes this community so special. Remember, I'll be back very soon with more updates, more analysis, and the latest news on the Falcons, so stay tuned and keep supporting your team. This season has the potential to be something truly special, and with moves like this, the Falcons could be on the verge of a historic run. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the next video.